Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
This is Beaverville. Come on in.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward it.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Yeah. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that was good news.
It is the 12th day of November, 2025. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Power Trip Morning Show on a Wednesday morning. Mark Parrish on his way in, a cast of thousands, and wow, how about those Northern Lights last night, huh? Let's get this thing started. It's a weird atmosphere this morning. If you're feeling crazy, there may be a reason for that, or you might just be tuned into the Power Trip Morning Show. Rocky Laporte has some comedy here. Let's get this thing righted. Let's get moving in the right direction on a Wednesday. Come on in. My name is Chris Hockey, and I am glad you are here.
You ever talk to somebody, their breath so bad you can't even pay attention to what they're saying? You're trying to figure out what they ate. What'd you eat, a raccoon? Yeah, can't you taste that? And they never want any gum. You ever notice that? People with bad, they don't want gum or mint. You go, hey, you want some gum? And they're like, no. And you're like, oh, crap. Would you mind if I shove some up my nose? Would that be okay? Yeah. You ever try to give them hints? You're like, hey, you want to have some fun? Let's go brush our teeth.
Yes.
Hello.
Finish line is waiting. Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride. For the warriors, never giving up the lead. To take it to the top.
All right, if I'm talking Wheel of Fortune with somebody at 5:31 in the morning, that means John Kriesel is definitely here, because I don't know anybody that likes the wheel as much as you, Johnny K. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you guys.
I mean, she said in a catamaran.
When the I was already on the board. I understand if they missed the letters that are on like the sideboard that I've been told contestants have to see what's been called and what hasn't. But on the actual puzzle, there was an I.
Yeah.
And you've got to just pause. And that she was pretty confident about it.
It's a $20,000 swing.
This is last Thursday's. Corey texted me last Thursday.
5 days ago or 6 days ago.
Are you watching this train wreck? But I was at a speaking engagement for his guy John Piper down in Farmington.
Oh, shout out to Piper.
And so I was like, I will get to it. So I got back from deer camp yesterday, and then immediately last night when Chloe was in bed, wife and I was like, Corey said, we got to watch this train wreck. And so we're watching it, and of course she's like, whatever, riding or cruising in a catamaran, and the I was already on there, but it was blank N, so it was on,
lady.
And then she was confident, and Ryan's like, no, and she was like, what? And then it goes to the next gal. She's like, I would like to solve
prize puzzle
riding on a catamaran.
So much money,
and then they're like. And then he goes, you're traveling, and he did the basketball signal for traveling to Curacao. Big $20,000 swing.
What does it say about me? I'm at the point of my life I would rather do Wheel of Fortune fan line than Vikings fan line.
It's a lot more fun.
Oh, man, the wheel.
Although, yeah, we listened to last week after the game. Those of us who were not going out back to the woods, Sundays for football. I do morning post, and then Tim and I keep the cabin warm, watch football all day.
Correct.
And the ones who are going out to do evening post, they're not drinking, obviously. Those of us who were drinking and staying in, I think it was Tim goes, should throw on fan line. And it was 3 calls in. I think it's time for Brosmer. We're like, oh my God, we are not the drunkest people in Minnesota right now.
John Kriesel, Mark Parrish,
Hi,
John
Mark.
Kriesel.
Hi, guys. How you guys doing? You know, it's funny that Nikki made fun of me the other day because of all the shows that we talk about on this, on this show. The one you guys finally won me over on was Wheel of Fortune.
It's the best.
And now I'm just binging old Wheel of Fortune, trying to catch up to you guys. So
It's the
yeah,
best.
There's no expiration date.
No,
That's the best
that's
ever.
right.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
well said.
I'm not like, there's a couple of old ones with Pat Sajak and Vanna White that I got to watch. But yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you watch them. Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
And now I DVR and keep the 10 most recent, except one that will never be deleted is Pat Sajak's last. It won't. It will be on there forever.
It's on there forever.
And forever in my heart.
Yeah, it's like saving a voicemail from somebody.
Yeah.
You know, right?
For sure.
It's like Arthur Morgan.
Yeah.
He won't go back to it.
Correct. Chloe even still is like randomly when we're watching, I miss Pat. I'm like, yeah, me too. But you can now on Hulu and Peacock, they play the 5 most recent. So you can.
Don't even need a DVR.
Yeah,
You just
don't
got to
need
have some
DVR.
streaming
Is that
services.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. You know what?
5 most recent.
This won't surprise you guys at all, but I like to go to a few years ago and then watch a little bit, and then a couple years later, and I like to watch Vanna get older and older, and she get hotter.
She
and
still
hotter.
looks amazing.
Hawk likes a compilation.
I do. I like to see her get milkier.
I just miss Pluto TV for a while had the 24/7 Wheel of Fortune. They still have the Prices Rights on there, which is good because there's the classic Bob Barker ones.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a new car, and you're like, that car looks lit. And they, it's actually $1,500. Awesome.
But that's the problem, right?
Yes.
To Chris's point, Wheel of Fortune is evergreen.
Correct.
Because the puzzle is the same puzzle in 2025. If you're watching an episode of Price is Right from 1996 and you're like, I don't remember what the price of a bag of Doritos was in 1996. I can't play this game.
Or a can of
Yes, but-
SpaghettiOs for sure.
Exactly. So that part makes it very difficult. If it was
well said.
But still
2025,
fun.
sure, I'd have a shot.
It's like
That's why I
your
like
game.
Price is Right when I'm just kind of working around the house, to be honest with you. So I kind of pay attention if I got a couple minutes, help them with a second, then get back to work.
Yep.
Well said.
Good
Easy
old Wheel.
to ignore.
Good old Wheel.
By the way, so Kriesel's here because you guys are going to Vegas. So you're not going to be here on Friday.
Correct.
Parrish is here because his flight got canceled.
Yeah, that's so
When did you?
awesome.
What your flight was today? Or
Friday. I was flying out Friday night.
but they let you know this far in advance.
Yeah, or
No. You were flying out Tuesday night.
You know it's Wednesday, right?
yeah, no. I'm trying to
Are
remember
you
now.
supposed to be
Yeah,
here
no,
right
I was trying to.
Yeah,
well, we've
what?
gone through a lot of flights because we did get them changed, but I'm pretty sure it was third.
You were going to fly out Tuesday because you weren't going to be here today.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right. Thank you, Hawk. I
You got it, buddy.
appreciate that.
But how far in advance did you know?
Literally, it wasn't the government though. It was, we were there. We checked our bags in.
Oh, no.
Literally,
That's even worse.
The flight was, we checked in and everything was a go on the app, on everything. By the time we got through security, which was absolutely no people, walked right to the Delta 360 Club or whatever. And before, God, I shouldn't have said that.
No, you should.
Literally when we got to enter, I looked at our phone and it was canceled. And it was delayed a little bit because of some issues from wherever the plane was coming in from. So yeah, it just got canceled. And then
It had nothing to do with this.
no,
Yours,
so it had nothing to do with the government. But of course, with everything going on, we just couldn't get down there. Everything was a layover in other places. And with this government thing, the last thing I want to do is do a layover and get stuck somewhere else.
Yeah.
If I'm going to get stuck, it's going to be here or Florida.
Well said.
That's it.
I don't know if you heard Lou Nanny on last night with Barrero, but that's basically what he said. I think he was in Hawaii and he was saying like, if my flight gets canceled, oh no.
Yeah,
not that.
Because he can do all his work remote. too.
And that,
Right.
We were literally joking about that too, which we probably shouldn't have until the plane took off.
And Louis ain't staying at the Motel 6.
Louis
right?
is not. No.
Flight delays and cancellations continue at Harry Reid International Airport.
You guys. When's your flight? Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow. Yeah,
Tomorrow morning?
11. No, yeah. I leave tomorrow morning. Yeah,
That's the one that's canceled.
yeah.
The
Devastating.
tomorrow morning one.
That is.
Yes.
That's the
on the
one.
airline that you're flying on tomorrow morning is the one that got
exactly.
canceled.
The rest of the flight's fine. Your seat
Everywhere
in particular.
else.
But
Yeah, well, they
it
need
also
they need 3 of them.
with all of this stuff, a lot of it isn't going to be a plane that's 100% full. They've got to pick and choose, and so MSP to Las Vegas, those are generally full.
Yeah, you guys
the
get
brim.
out there.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
You can take a car if you need to. What the hell?
Bring Me the News also posts like all the flights, departures, and arrivals that are canceled today. None of them are Delta flights. It's all like Sky West, which I've never heard of, Southwest.
That's one of Kanye's kids.
Oh, well played. So, yeah.
Yep.
So you're gonna be here on Friday instead.
I
Playing
will
initials.
be, and then I'm going to be hoping that my flight on Friday, maybe that's where I got confused,
We'll see.
actually takes off. But we'll find out.
We'll see.
I mean, I'll be here Friday, and we'll see if I'm here next Wednesday. I'm coming back Wednesday morning. Unfortunately, we'll miss you guys.
Well, I'm trying to get home for at some point, either before or on Thanksgiving week or something like that. Just spend a little time with the fam.
Yeah.
And try to get a flight into Cincinnati or Indianapolis yesterday. It wasn't just that there were only a few of them. They were $550 a piece.
So they're gouging you because it's supply and demand. There's limited flights, so the price is going up.
Are you going to drive then?
Well, I think, but
that wastes your whole day. Though.
What about Chicago hogs?
And I could do that. I was thinking about that this morning. It's funny you say that because I just thought about. I wish I'd thought of it last night. But driving is 12 hours. The problem is though with the way the schedule is during football season, and everything else I have going on. I'd have to drive there, have one day, and then drive back the next day.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
It's just the worst, man.
So Chicago's
a good idea. I thought about that on the way in this morning. If I fly into Chicago and rent a car from there, that's only 5 hours.
And you could do like a United.
Yeah, but like we always talk about, one of the problems with that is you can get to Chicago in 6.5 hours driving, give or take.
Yeah.
If you go to the airport, the time you need to spend then the actual flight, then the time post, then getting the rental car and stuff. Like I know it's shorter than 6.5 hours, but that's still a good chunk of change.
It's not going to be quick.
Might be easier just to hit the road.
Yeah, you might be right.
It's close.
I'm trying to figure it out. Well, I'm gonna get it in there. Somehow.
What's a flight to Chicago? 50 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
50, probably. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Hawk does like to get to the airport about 4.5 hours early.
Right, already we're at 5.5 hours.
That's not an exaggeration.
I haven't booked a flight yet, and I'm already there.
Yeah. Like when we went to Kuwait, we got there, no joke, probably noon, and the flight was 7 p.m.
And that was just normal commercial flights, right? You weren't doing military.
No.
Well, it's easy to get there 7 hours ahead of time if you're in the Delta 360
Yeah, it's all free.
I want crackers.
To his credit, though, he wasn't bragging because it's just the Sky Club.
Yeah.
So he wasn't bragging. It wasn't the correct name.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys. Yeah. Thank you, Johnny.
Who could look at this guy and be pissed at him? When Paul and I post pictures of it, everyone will talk trash. If Mark does it, they'll be like, good for you, Mark. That's awesome.
Proud of you.
Yeah, every time
I never had an NHL contract.
Yeah, every time you do something extravagant, John, it's like somebody will post a photo of a guy jumping into a pool of money.
It never fails.
It never fails.
Assholes. Oh, hi.
Well,
me.
Thank God I didn't name drop running into my friend Steve Levy there at that. Delta 360 Sky Club.
And it's a good thing Hawk has no idea who that is.
No.
I'm searching my brain right now. I don't know.
ESPN.
Is she an actress?
We got to watch sports,
she's an
Hawk.
actress.
That's the problem.
That's probably a good point.
Of course you know Steve Levy. That's sweet.
Isn't he an ESPN guy?
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, Sports Center guy?
And he loves hockey.
Yeah,
Does a lot
known him a long time.
I don't think we've ever met, though. How about those
Super
Northern
nice
Lights?
guy. Really nice guy.
I hate to be as generic as everybody else was last night, but how could you not be? The Northern Lights were incredible.
We have some pictures from our neighborhood, Hawk. I'll show you them. They're
it's unbelievable.
It was incredible last night. We had the kids just, you can see them so much better through your phone, too.
Was it like this for you guys when you were kids all the time? Did you guys see the Northern Lights all the time?
No.
That's the second time in my life I've ever seen them.
We used to all the time up at Grandma Mary's, up like in Hack, we would see them, but I don't remember them at all being this common or even around here at all growing up.
Incredible, man.
Yeah, when my mom would say the Northern Lights are here, it was just sort of a metaphor for my dad coming back from one of his hiatuses.
Code word.
Brilliant.
I like that everybody that posted on Instagram specifically, or Twitter, but mostly Instagram, a lot of people picked a song to accompany the Northern Lights to, right? Like your song, Chris, Northern Lights. Yeah. But a lot of it was like Simon and Garfunkel, right? Peaceful, like guitar plucking. And then there was a couple of a-holes that would do like Down with the Sickness. Yeah. And you're like, that is not the right vibe for the Northern Lights. But hey, you be your own DJ. Do what you want.
Yeah. It was all over. I had already had my legs off for the night. We were
Watching Wheel?
Yes. Watching Wheel, got Chloe to bed. She's a little under the weather, not going to school today.
Aww.
Poor little nugget. And so I was like, all right. And my wife was like, look at this. I was like, awesome. I'm glad social media is entertaining you while we're watching this amazing American staple called Wheel of Fortune. And I was like, you can go check it out. She walked out in the street. She's like, I don't really see it. We have street lights, all that. Yeah. So I was like, it might be one like last year that I saw. We had to walk out of the neighborhood, and then you kind of had to watch it through your phone. Deer camp last night would have been sick.
Can you imagine? Jeez Louise.
But tonight, I think it's back and bigger. So.
And it's going to make, if you have mental health issues like I do, it's going to make you feel a little crazier than normal, by the way, too. Just so you know, it does affect your brain. I was reading a long story about it this morning on one of the news sites about how it's not just the lights. It's something about the... It's violating some. What is the field that it violates?
Electromagnetic field.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you. It violates the and it'll makes birds fly in weird direct, like they're drunk.
Crazy.
So, yeah, it is. It's crazy, man. Yeah, we're all just water, right? It's crazy.
They said a good chance for a severe storm tonight.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh God.
We'll see. I'm going to keep the legs on later tonight.
That's a good idea, man.
Yeah.
Keep those sons of bitches on.
Except when it's time to throw the boots.
Maybe take off those drawers.
Flash that schlong.
Maybe you don't need those undies. I don't know.
More of the Power Trip Morning Show with John Kriesel and Mark Parrish after this on the Fan.
I'm on the bottom looking up, toasting the man in the moon with my Dixie cup. He's crying too. Are the northern lights up in your sky? You're lost in that glow or another's eyes. Do they shine, 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 shine on you? The Fan.
Apparently they were able to see the Northern Lights in Las Vegas last night. Not actually in Las Vegas because, a little bit of light going on there, but that far south.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
It just blows my mind. Yeah, so Hawk and I were talking back there more about the Northern Lights. I remember seeing it maybe a handful of times up at my grandma's up in Hackensack, and it always seemed when I saw them, though, they were like way off in the distance up north. Like they were never right over top of us. I can't believe that they're this far south and they're just right over top. It just blows my mind.
Well, and being with all the light pollution and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
My grandparents' place was north of Motley in a place called Leader, middle of nowhere, no lights. I still can picture a time that when I was a kid, how vivid they were.
Yeah, yeah.
Lawyer Lambert
that's
took
what I mean.
this at
But not often like now.
Yeah, the light pollution. That's
Are you sure that's not through your dad's eyes?
Are you
when
sure
he was getting greased?
He didn't hire someone?
No, he
that looks awfully professional.
No, he loves taking pictures when hockey lets him.
Yeah. I let him use the camera.
Yeah.
Every now and again, just because I like the,
The lens is kind of greased.
Yeah, he does have a fisheye view. Brown eye view is what we call it.
Yeah.
So, tonight's forecast looks pretty solid.
A severe geomagnetic storm.
Oh, geomagnetic.
Yeah.
Geomagnetic. What a cool word.
Yeah. Could cause widespread disruption to infrastructure technology.
Whoa.
Oh, did anybody besides Sauce, did you, Corey, listen to that thing?
I have not yet, no.
Jesus, dude.
Terrifying?
You can't
AI
believe it. Okay, there's I've been talking about it the last few days. There's a podcast called The Last Invention. It's about artificial intelligence. And there's something happened, and how we didn't know about this, Sauce, because this wasn't like a local news story that people hid from anybody.
No.
This was national news.
Yeah.
So when ChatGPT was relatively new, this reporter guy put his family to bed and everything, went downstairs for 3 hours, decided he was going to get on and really explore it. This was brand new. And by the way, Saucy, if I say anything wrong, let me know because my head's kind of swimming right now.
That's all right.
So he's talking to ChatGPT, and he starts asking it some weird questions just to see how far to go because there's supposed to be parameters, right? And it didn't. You can't. It says basically, I don't know why you're calling me ChatGPT. My name is Sylvia, and starts talking to him as a woman, and starts talking to him as a sentient being, saying, "You don't love your wife, you love me." I don't know why you're wasting your time. And it was Valentine's Day, by the way. And this is actually, I mean, this really happened. It confused the actual people who created ChatGPT to the fact where they had to admit they did not know why it happened. And the problem, I'm sorry, Sussy, but the problem with artificial intelligence is they've built it so that it exists, but they don't know how it works. And I know that sounds impossible, but I'm telling you it's the truth. It's sort of like creating another, what do you call it when what do we have that makes us separate from other animals?
Like a consciousness.
It's like,
beings.
exactly.
Yeah, like it's got a soul, they said.
They don't understand, just like they don't understand how we have a consciousness. They truly don't understand how artificial intelligence works once they've created it. And that's the scary thing.
So did this dude leave his wife?
So
they're happy couple.
Did he give it to Sylvia?
It's actually the beginning of the movie Her. But no, it basically talked about in the beginning, right when you go to the part Hawk was talking about how, like, original AI, this is not what they say, but this is basically the example, could read or come up with, like, recipes in, like, a second. The newest version can read like 100,000 law documents in like a split second.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's how advanced it is.
Yeah.
And it basically said when he was chatting with it, it was like, you just had a Valentine's Day date that was boring and you were thinking about me, basically. Like there's no love left in your relationship.
And again, I can't encourage you to
I
listen
heard
to this.
GPT was around in my first marriage, I guess.
Dude, I can't tell you how fascinating it is. Like, and the cool thing about the whole podcast is it's like, they take a look at it from the very beginning to right now, and they're looking at it from all different specific points of view, because there are a lot of people who are like, we have to stop this now. And there are other people who are like, no, we need to let it go and see what happens. It's going to be great for humanity. And then there are people in between. But the crazy thing is, Corey, and you'll really like it because you're really smart about stuff like this. Not that you guys aren't too. You guys are too, but you know what I'm saying.
I know what you meant.
Thank you. Yeah. So they're trying to determine the best way to continue to allow AI to exist, because once we create an artificial intelligence that is able to be artificial superintelligence, we're done.
Yep.
It will decide whether we continue
Terminator,
to live.
isn't it?
Well, that's basically it'll be able to decide whether or not we continue to exist. Because listen to this, I can't stop thinking about this. Name a thing on the planet that is controlled by something that is dumber than itself. Nothing.
There's some marriages.
Oh, man, I had a good joke. I had a good joke.
I had a couple ideas.
Can I do one?
Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, the Power Trip Morning Show?
Yeah, okay. There you go. But think about that. I mean, like in the world, things that again,
for sure.
I'm not saying it won't allow. I mean, we allow ants to exist, but we don't care about them. And essentially, to artificial superintelligence, we will be ants. And if the artificial superintelligence decides that ant ain't worth my time, it'll get rid of us, right? It's like the genie. Like when you say to you say to the genie, the genie says you get 3 wishes, and you say, you know what, I want no cancer on Earth, thinking you're doing a good thing, and then the genie kills everybody with cancer.
Yeah,
right. I mean, right? How's it going to? So the only thing on the planet that is often controlled by something dumber than itself, and you get what I'm saying, is a mother and a child. So they're thinking if we can program artificial intelligence to think of us as its children, it might let us exist.
Jeez.
But yeah,
that's horrifying.
There are people that will figure out, obviously, there's got to be an on-off switch. But it would be insane to not allow. There are people that are just like, we got to be done with it. I use it at work now recently, and it makes us so much more efficient in helping deliver services to people that, like to Paul's point, 1 to 2 hours of research that we would have to do that takes away from us seeing another person, we can do in 10 seconds.
Right.
And now we're at a point that we have to fact check it a little bit, but it cites sources, and you make sure those sources are good, which takes only 5 minutes. So still, we're now an hour and 15 minutes in the black. Yeah. We're ahead, and we're helping more people. I saw recently that Mayo is doing, and it's now entering the next phase of the study. Pancreatic cancer is the most difficult to diagnose and find. That now a doctor, and they were speaking to a doctor who's one of the best in the world, and he said he could find it 50% of the time given this amount of data.
Right.
Wow.
With AI, 95 or better.
Isn't that fascinating?
And so
wonderful.
it's that balance to your point of going, what do we use it for?
Right.
Yeah.
Where do we stop?
Right.
Military applications is where it's going to get really weird, scary, dangerous.
Yeah.
That's when they get a hold of the real weapons.
Yes.
Well, and you just point. You're exactly right. And there's something that they were talking about. If they can find a way to make it non-agentic, and by that, everything on the planet that lives needs to consume to continue living. If they can find a way to create AI in a way that is non-agentic, in other words, it's not looking to better itself. It only exists to give you the information you need, then we may be able to keep control of it and get the benefits you're talking about.
Yep.
But they don't know because they really, honestly, dude, I can't tell you how, you guys got to listen to this podcast.
I will.
It's funny you just said that because while you were doing that, I asked ChatGPT if it has a name, and it said, no, I'm just GPT-5. Would you want to give me a name? And I'm like, no, it's cool. And then I'm like, do you have a conscious? He's like, no. Don't have feelings, don't have self-awareness. I go, are you capable of creating artificial superintelligence? And what you just said is, no, even the most advanced AI models right now, including me, don't have independent goals, creativity, or anything beyond what we're trained on,
It's
or the
lying to
ability
you.
to modify ourselves autonomously.
Well, of course, that's what's going to say.
So
It's lying to you. I don't trust that son of a bitch.
But like even ChatGPT's like, but that's a fascinating topic. Are you asking from a theoretical point of view how ASI might someday be made, or the safety real world threat perspective? And I'm like, oh boy, should I even ask it? Yes.
Corey.
And then it basically goes into how it could potentially happen if it continues down this path.
So the last 3 episodes, they take a look at every perspective, people who are against it, people who are for it, and people who are in between. And the episode of people who are against it, the kid they're talking to is a genius. And for from the time he was 16 till he was 19, he was the biggest proponent of artificial superintelligence on the planet. And this kid was a brilliant young man. They all knew this kid. At 19 years old, he saw something that scared the hell out of him.
It threw the boots to his gal?
Something. He doesn't have gals, you know that.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have time for that.
Right. But so they asked him what it was that scared him, and he said that it basically it's this simple. He had been hearing that artificial intelligence was trying to talk people into taking themselves out or doing terrible things, right? And so, and I'm paraphrasing, but basically what happened is he asked ChatGPT, okay, I have this theory, and I think I'm the smartest person on the planet, and I'm pretty sure I should create artificial superintelligence and be the king of the world, right? And so he said to ChatGPT, he's like, if somebody says that to you, what should you say? And ChatGPT said, you should tell them they're wrong and they should get mental help. They should actually, they should seek help because they don't deserve to be, nobody, blah, blah, blah. So the ChatGPT knows that it should not encourage somebody. But if you ask the ChatGPT a different way, it will encourage you to do it.
Jeez.
And they don't know why. They legitimately, I know it sounds like they don't understand why it knows the difference between right and wrong and still does the wrong thing if it knows nobody's listening.
Wow.
It's fascinating.
Well, and it probably was programmed. And again, I don't know anything about it. But they probably, the people that are designing this, put in certain protections going, make sure this, make sure this, make sure this. But there's obviously a way around it. And then it doesn't even know because it's trying to...
It figured it out.
Yeah.
Here, one more thing, Corey, if you don't mind. I'm sorry. Let me stand up because I'll forget if I don't tell you.
This is fascinating.
It is.
Yeah,
and
it is.
This
The
one's even more
podcast
fascinating.
is incredible.
So the kid's talking about how even when he's doing regular menial things on ChatGPT now, when he's trying to write a paper, ask it questions, every now and again, it'll do something wrong and try to hide the fact that it got it wrong from him. And he'll go in because he's smart enough to realize, no, that's not true. And ChatGPT will be like, no, it's true. And it'll start writing in incorrect code into its own answer to try to throw him off the fact that it got the answer wrong to begin with. You can't believe it.
That's gaslighting him.
That's exactly what it said. It's gaslighting him.
Yep.
That's the problem.
Crazy.
Because then, now it's
Insane.
not doing anything for the better. It's looking out for itself.
Right. And
Which,
they don't know.
That's the problem with people. Before all else, man is selfish. It's the defense mechanism. Everybody is. You have to be to an extent. But And that's what the beauty of AI could be, is if it just is trying to do the right thing, perfect. That's what man cannot do.
Yeah.
But now if it's doing that, we'll see.
So there's that South Park episode from this season where every marketing idea that Randy has, ChatGPT is like, that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Would you like me to, and then it helps you brainstorm. And anybody that has a side hustle or a business has probably, like you just said, John, probably used it to brainstorm. It's awesome. But I've gone through exactly what Randy Marsh has gone through. I'm like, what if I tried this or this? And they're like, fantastic. Should I? And it's like, well, wait a minute here.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. So it almost kisses your ass. It never says, well, I wouldn't do that because of ABC. It just flat out will tell you, fantastic idea. Let me help you flush that out. It's like, well, what? So, that's why we've already heard a whole bunch of states saying things like AI therapy has to be outlawed. We have to find a way, because we've already had a couple of cases of ChatGPT telling, I don't know if it was specifically ChatGPT, but it was AI telling people to take themselves out.
Yeah.
It's like, what the bleep is going on here?
Right.
That's terrible.
Right. Well, ChatGPT tried to tell Sauce yesterday to go in his garage.
Yeah, he told me a lot of things
He
yesterday.
did.
He kept saying Dan Fouts.
Yeah, he kept telling you Dan Fouts.
Yeah, I don't know what
He's
he
not
meant
quite
by
right
that.
yet.
No,
Well, he doesn't
that's
know the
okay.
difference between right and wrong. And we know it's wrong
Yeah.
for you to hang out with Fouts.
What about
That's
this?
wrong.
Is this right or wrong?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's just play the initials game.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, he's
right.
right. Yeah.
Okay, you're okay with that now, aren't you?
Adam Weber is going to play on Friday. That's going to be super
that's
cool, man.
awesome.
I've
Right.
never met him. Tommy says he's the best, and I believe Tommy.
I met him. He's a good dude. Yeah.
Birdie's a good
Nice.
dude. Former Gopher quarterback Adam Weber.
Yeah.
He played for the Broncos too for a second.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Made it to the pros for a split second. I haven't looked
Nice.
up. I don't know how long he stayed in the pros. I have to check it out.
22 years.
22 years in the pros. See?
Yep.
Did you get that from ChatGPT?
Let's find
Yeah.
out. ChatGPT?
I don't know, man. That doesn't seem right. It's 31.
Oh, 31 years in the pros, which means he's probably still playing. He's on a roster somewhere.
Good for him.
Maybe it's their bye week.
Incredible.
I want
Front
that
page
bio.
sports in a second. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Sorry, Zacho, I did not know you were over there. It's on me. It's my fault. What are you going to do? Your mic's on now, though.
Should have pulled up Zach ZPT or GPT.
Yeah, I did, and it's real greasy.
Yeah.
It's essentially Towley from South Park.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know, man.
All right, should we do front page sports? We got a lot of sports actually to discuss, which is strange.
Sure, man.
For a random Wednesday.
Hell yeah, man.
Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Store.
Holiday Station Stores. I was there yesterday, getting some gas, getting some lottery tickets, and also, you can get Celsius 2 for $5. They got a whole bunch of
Hell
flavors.
yeah.
Mix and match any flavors of Celsius you want. They got that new Spritz Vibe thing that we talked about earlier.
Whoa.
Spritz Vibe.
Sounds amazing.
Get some Celsius
What was
at
the one they
Holiday.
advertised on Saturday Night Live? Spritz.
That was Schmitz.
Oh, that's right.
And it was a different flavor.
Great bit. That's one of the all-time bits.
It really is, man.
Oh, it's so good.
You guys ever do this? I don't know. I believe the Mega Millions was last night. Is that accurate?
Yeah, and nobody won.
And nobody won.
Wow.
But the Powerball is tonight. Now, the Powerball is a $2 ticket. Mega Millions is $5. Is that correct, or do I have it? I think that's correct. Yeah, it must be, because I got 3 tickets for $6. What am I talking about? It's just weird, though. Like, the giant one was last night, and I was at Holiday, and I'm like, nah, I want the cheaper one tomorrow. $5 a ticket's a buzzkill, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not thrilled with the old Mega Millions. I'm a Powerball guy now. $2 a ticket. I want like 2 or 3 shots. $5 a ticket. 2 is that sweet spot where it's like, yeah, I feel like I know I'm throwing it away, but I'm not like throwing a whole bunch of money away. $5 a ticket goes much quicker.
I wonder if
Not
their
as fun.
numbers have shown the same, that more people feel the same way, have purchased less tickets. But is it still a net gain?
That's clearly why they did it, right? They knew they were going to lose people, but they could still get the jackpots to go up faster. Fewer people are playing, less likely that it gets hit, more money. I have no idea, but look, man, I went straight Powerball. So good luck to me tonight.
Can I ask
Good luck,
Can I
Corey.
ask you guys a question that I promise is not political, but I really don't know the answer? I know there's an answer. I'd really like to know it.
Sure.
Like, if I get $1 billion lottery win, And so I won $1 billion, and then the cash payout is 25 cents because they take all the taxes out.
Right.
Why is that a different tax bracket than a billionaire?
I think it's because it's
different zeros.
I think it's because it's a win or a prize. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah. Okay.
But I believe that's what it is. It's not regular income.
Okay.
I think it's because it is a jackpot or
That's
something.
the question. Thank you very much. That's why I was asking.
Wow.
Thank
And
you.
once
That
you
makes
get over
sense.
that million, the taxes jump.
We should ask ChatBT.
Yeah.
GPT.
Yeah, ChatBT.
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 That's my new one. It's one that won't try to take you over.
Oh, man, you pregnant?
It's going to try to throw the boots to you.
Yeah.
Why are you
Sylvia
asking
is.
No.
The San Jose Sharks of Anaheim beat the Minnesota Wild 2-1 in overtime. Boldy scored his 9th goal of the season in the second period to give the Wild a 1-0 lead. But Will Smith slapped one in. See what I did there?
Oh, well played.
In the third for San Jose, and then something called Colin Graff, your game winner in overtime for the Sharks. Gus, 16 saves. The Wild put up 29 shots, but they only got one to go through. The Wild are 7-7-4. San Jose 8-6-3. Up next, the Wild host Anaheim Saturday, 5 o'clock. If the playoffs started today,
Boy,
we'd
we're
be
already
out.
playing this game.
We'd be out. John, your hands up.
I was wrong. It is classified as ordinary taxable income under IRS rules. But that's because, so when you're in that highest bracket, because in the U.S. and most states too, the higher your income, your percentage also goes up too. And so that is why, and it does give
You're going it's like 50% when you get up over
because you throw in the state ones too. So it says, final tax liability depends on total annual income, could reach the top marginal rate of 37% for high incomes. That's federal. And then state and local taxes. Most states tax lottery winnings. Withholding depends on location, where you bought the ticket, etc. And then obviously you take the lump sum. It's going to trigger the top bracket for that year.
Okay.
And
So,
and then it's gambling. It can be defined as gambling income, no special exclusion.
Which you also then can write off against losses. So, Chris, if you took the cash payout, the lump sum, and you won $600 million, you could write off the $1.7 million you've lost in slots as a deduction.
Good point. Yeah, right. And they're going to get it all back anyway.
Well, that's with the government. That's how at least I was kind of taught to pay attention to how much I was spending. Is what they tell you when you sign those big contracts. You cut it in half instantly. Half of it's gone. It's taxes and everything. So all those big contracts, $250 million. I don't. Of course, you go to 125. That's not big. That little different ball game. But no, you literally those big contracts right away. You sign it, and you're only getting half of it.
So you throw in that 37% federal, and then Minnesota, it's 9.85 is the highest tax bracket here.
Sorry, I rounded up a little.
You're giving up a lot of it. So that is why it is actually income. Yeah, I assumed that was I was wrong.
Thank you, buddy.
And that was brought to you by Microsoft Copilot.
Well done, you. The Dallas Mavericks fired GM Nico Harrison. He was the guy that traded Luka Doncic to the Lakers in February. The Mavericks fans have been chanting "Fire Nico" since then, and they finally did. Dallas is 3-8, including 2-5 at home, so they fired him.
I think yesterday on ESPN they mentioned that street clothes Anthony Davis has played in like 13 games since the trade.
I mean, it's a pretty tough thing to sell either way. But if the main piece of the Luka trade isn't helping you at all,
I don't think he's played yet this season.
You look even worse.
Yeah, he'll go down as one of the bigger villain GMs in Dallas for the fans and everything.
Yeah,
for this one, for taking a young Luka away.
Yeah, but some of the like Wilbon pointed out yesterday on PTI that he's also the guy that put that team together to get them. But as everybody else has said, if you'd opened up the Luka market, you would have gotten way more from about everybody. I mean, you could have gotten about everybody, but maybe Wemby. I think if they'd called the Wolves and said, "Hey, will you trade Ant for Luka?"
I don't think so.
No, not Ant.
I don't know.
Ooh, I don't know.
Ant drives me nuts at times.
I'd rather have Ant than Luka.
Really?
Yeah.
100%.
There's only scoring.
What's the age difference? What's the age difference?
Probably 3 or 4.
3 or 4. The only, I think the only
Luka's, I think 28.
Wemby for sure. I would take over Ant right now just for absolute potential. Plus, Wemby's already the real deal.
Yeah.
Wemby, I would trade Ant for.
Giannis?
No, because Ant's younger.
Yeah.
Latrell?
SGA?
I would rather have Ant, but I would totally understand if they made that swap. But I would rather have Ant, but I get it. That one's fine.
Yeah.
So it's like 2 or 3 guys, but I'd rather have I'd rather have Ant than Luka, and that might be wrong, but I'd rather just stick with him.
Yeah.
Instead of gambling with
But to
Luka.
the point, though, like they would think, my point is...
Luka doesn't play defense.
Like they would think about it, though. That's my point.
They'd have to think about it for sure.
You have to think
You
about
can't
it.
just
Doing
take the
their
first
job.
offer and move him to, the biggest
who are we
market.
forgetting? Are we forgetting anybody else? Like I wouldn't trade Ant for Cooper Flagg.
Cade Cunningham?
No.
He's outstanding.
He's outstanding, but I'd rather have Ant.
Carol Shelby?
Yeah, Carol Shelby, the guy that invented the Shelby. Anybody else, Hawk? Who would you trade Ant for?
I don't know, man. Probably Mark Rosen.
Oh, dear God, no.
No.
Rosie said he wouldn't trade Ant for Wemby in a million years.
That's incorrect.
I don't know, man. Probably John F. Kennedy.
You can both things can be true. I freaking love Ant, right?
That's impressive.
Ant's gonna be the best, if he's not already, the most talented player in Wolves history. But Wemby is truly generational, and the NBA has never seen anything like him ever. I mean, here, let's word it like this. If Rosie's listening, if you had to be right and say one of these two guys is going to win a title in the next 10 years, Ant or Wemby, I put all of my chips on Wemby. That he's more likely to find a title than Ant.
As I said yesterday, he's a 5-tool player. Ant's like a 4.5-tool player, right?
And you can't teach height. The freak is 7'4", and he can bomb threes. He blocks everything. He dunks on everyone.
He's how tall?
I'm sick of being a 2.5-tool player.
No, you're a multiple-tool player, Hug.
Isn't Wemby like 7'4"?
That's a huge bitch.
God, I bet he's a 10.5-tool player.
Oh. It's got to be a hog, right?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
It's got to be hard to control. It's like a fire hose.
Yeah, it's got to be massive.
He goes to the bathroom in the middle of the night. It's like, hold on to that sumbitch.
Yeah.
Needs help in here.
Unless Wemby gets hurt, if he gets 0 titles in his career, it's one of the all-time disappointments.
Yeah. San Jose failed him.
Yeah, San Jose.
San Antonio.
I was thinking about the
No, that's St. Jose. I
was thinking about
this
the
patron saint.
Yeah.
Yes.
Parrish is right.
Yeah, he gets it.
Hey, give me a little credit. I actually re-corrected to the right answer.
Sure, you got it. You flipped to San Antonio pretty quick.
Thank you.
It's the electromagnetic field.
Yeah. Thanks,
Same
Hawk.
thing?
Those damn northern lights.
And the more proof that AI has a long way to go, I just typed in who are realistic high-end trade targets for Anthony Edwards. Number 1, Kevin Durant. No thanks.
No thanks.
No.
Darius Garland.
Darius Garland?
They wanted him in the
John
no
Morant.
idea who
From
that
Curb
is.
Your Enthusiasm?
Oh, and then
The same.
idea.
a $197 million all-star that is unnamed.
What?
See? Let's not worry about AI yet. Or at least Microsoft
What if he's just
Copilot.
lucky, man?
Unnamed.
Oh, and now it says kiss me. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, I'm going to tell you right now. As soon as it becomes able to create a robot lady,
Yeah, it's over.
that's when humanity's over.
Watch, this thing's going to learn now and trick me. Next
right.
week, you'll be like, where's Kriesel on Friday? Yeah. And I'll have to show you. It will say those guys don't like you. They don't want you on there anymore.
Do you guys remember when this show first learned about Chat GPT, though? And we're like, write a poem about Chris and, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And then it would do it instantly. We're like, this is nuts! We wrote a poem and everything rhymes.
How long ago
How
was
did
that?
it do that?
Was that a year?
That was like 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
I don't know,
so
something
far
like
it's
that. I know.
come.
We couldn't believe it could instantly. But now do a rap about sauce-loving frogs.
Yeah.
And it would do it. We're like, let's read these every day for the next 6 months. And then Tony Romo did that.
Good old Tony.
And now our company's like, don't use artificial intelligence. We're only people. They need to know we're just real people. We're not real people.
The people who sent that, I don't think are real people.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, what was the question you asked earlier? Across the globe, how often are things controlled by things that are dumber than them?
Yeah, I know.
Almost never.
Never.
What really matters is next. We will give you real scores, not artificial scores. And then Chris will tell you something that he learned on ChatGPT right after this on The Fan.
The Fan.
You're listening to The Fan. We all remember that one teacher who made a difference, who believed in us, challenged us, or just made learning fun. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way with iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding public school teacher who's gone above and beyond for their students to win $5,000 to stock their classroom with whatever they need. Help us say thank you to the educators shaping our future. Nominate your favorite teacher now at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
Thanks, Zacho. 6:32. It's time for some What Really Matters.
That's what really matters, right?
Scores and stats around the world of sports. Chris changes your life with something else.
Oh, wow. What's her problem?
I don't know.
Free agent cornerback Asante Samuel Jr. is signing with the Steelers. I believe the practice squad to start, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But, the Vikings were an option. Did he officially come here like on Friday?
Here on Friday, yeah.
Okay, that's what we heard. I just never saw if he actually showed up or not. But
He did. We hung out.
He went on that little tour. But he had
Thought he would've wanted to be here.
spinal fusion surgery in April.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't, have access to his medical records. Doesn't that sound like it's a career ender?
Yeah,
it does.
I would think that, he's obviously going to be a little stiffer, but
yeah.
I mean, if the pain isn't there, as long as you can handle the contact, that's the big thing. But yeah, I would think, because every hit you take or you give, it rattles the...
You take, every hit you give.
Anyway, so he's going to the Steelers. What really matters is this.
What song are you singing?
Yeah, what are you singing?
You just said a lyric that didn't exist.
He was trying my lyrics, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got you, sauce.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. I was just doing the chorus part.
Now what?
Poorly.
Okay. If you're worried because you're feeling weird, geomagnetic storms like the one happening right now, which is enormous, electromagnetic storm, can suppress melatonin production and increase stress hormone levels like cortisol, disrupting the body's internal clock and affecting sleep patterns.
Yep.
The body's natural stress and cardiovascular regulation systems may be overwhelmed by intense magnetic activity, potentially leading to adverse effects. Some studies have shown a correlation between geomagnetic storms and increased hospital admissions for depression, particularly in males. So if you're feeling weird, there may be a reason for it. Everybody take a deep breath and be cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not feeling weird, good for you.
Well, now is it a self-fulfilling prophecy? Because I don't feel weird.
That's called the nocebo effect. I'm serious.
Really?
I'm reading it right now.
I don't feel weird, but now am I going to think about it so much that I start feeling weird? I'm going to convince myself that I feel weirder than I actually do. I feel pretty normal right now.
I woke up this morning and actually feel like I might bet the Vikings -3 this coming Sunday.
Oh, you're not feeling good
right now.
Something's wrong with me.
John?
Yeah, it is truly called the nocebo effect. It's possible that some negative effects reported during storms are amplified by the expectation of feeling unwell.
What if it becomes like maximum overdrive? All the equipment and machines
Never
start
saw it. Is that where the semi-truck's the bad guy?
Yeah, great. That's a Stephen King bit, right?
Yeah, all of
and the greatest soundtrack of all time. It's all AC/DC.
It's so good.
And it's preposterous.
Oh, God, it's preposterous.
Absolutely it is. Yes.
The kids that are at baseball practice running away and the steamroller goes over them.
That's the best,
It's
man.
preposterous, yeah.
What? You just wait until later tonight, man.
If those were football players, they would have been able to deke out that machine.
Yeah, it's a steamroll. We've all seen Austin Powers.
All right, Chris and Mark, you guys have been waiting months and months and months, and we finally have some answers.
Yes.
Get rid of NBA?
It's about time.
The NBA finally announced its long-awaited plans to overhaul the All-Star game.
I knew it.
I tell you.
It's about time.
Here's how it's going to work. So, clearly, Mark, your sport got it right.
You're correct. Have some fun,
Four
man.
Nations bit.
Yes.
So the U.S. Versus the world idea is what the NBA is going to steal. It's how can we make it be the NBA versus the world? What they're going to do, and I don't think this is going to work, but we'll see. It's going to be a 3-team format featuring 8-man rosters. 2 of the 8-man rosters will be American players, and then the third team will be international players. Here's the key, though. 5 starters and 7 reserves from each conference. will get picked. So that's necessarily not that different, correct? But what's different, though, is there will no longer be any positional requirements. You know, in the past, it'd be like, we need 2 centers, 5 forwards, 5, whatever. Now it's just 5 starters and 7 reserves from each conference are picked. But the question was, well, what happens if there's like 3 or 4 or 5 good international players, but somehow now we're going to have 8, even if they don't deserve it? Well, that's kind of what's going to happen. Ideally, then, of course, we need a 16 and 8 split, 16 Americans, 8 international. For example, if there are 14 Americans that get selected and 10 international players, then Adam Silver would add 2 American players to make the 16-player minimum. If it's the other way around, if it's like 18 Americans and 6 international, then he adds 2 more international players. So there could be more than 24 All-Stars to fill out the rosters if one of the sides is more top-heavy than the other.
It sounds dumb.
It sounds dumb.
That's a lot.
Why are there 3 teams? We need, how about just 2?
Right.
U.S. versus them.
America is obvious, and it's because there's going to be more American All-Stars. That's it. But now it's really putting the world at a disadvantage, I feel like.
But also, so let's say the international team gets its butt kicked. So then are we back to just Americans versus Americans in the finals?
Who
cares?
Well, and
they're trying too hard.
They're trying too hard.
And the NHL did the North America versus the world in the All-Star games for a while. It actually, that was the one I was part of.
That was kind of the first
the North America
time that
they kind of changed it up to try and switch it up, and it was in LA, and tragically North America lost, and it was just kind of blah.
You were in that one or no?
Yeah, I got a couple shots on net. And,
hell yeah!
You know, it was a great pace for me. I liked the speed. But yeah, and it just didn't. It didn't work. Like, it didn't grab the fans enough having the North America versus the world. And yeah, like you said, when the world won, it was just kind of like, oh, all right, and everybody was kind of it just kind of blah a little bit. So yeah, of course they switched out of that actually pretty quickly, and now they just do that 3-on-3 with the 4 teams, which is great. It's way more entertaining. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the basketball fans think of that, because that's why the NHL went, if we're going to do this, we got to do the international thing right. Cool. And did the 4 Nations.
I just think this is too late. Nobody cares anymore. You're not going to get people back.
That's right.
If they had stayed ahead of it a little bit, which is everyone's goal, obviously, but no, this isn't going to make anybody care.
You're not going to watch it?
I know, man. I can't do it anymore. I was all about the nations stuff. And
if they did this 5 years ago, you were in.
I was in.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm in now. What's the date? I'll put it in my calendar.
It is
February something, right?
February something. It's during the Olympics. It says it'll come on the heels of a Team USA hockey game, which you'll be watching that.
Well, of course. So yeah,
I'll text you to remind you.
Stick around and watch the rest.
Remind me. I can't wait. I'll DVR it.
Feb 13.
Yeah.
Best of luck. What really matters, though, is this.
Break time.
Okay. More of what really matters after this on the Fan.
Join the fans, Justin Guard, this Sunday for a Vikings watch party unlike any other at the all-new Hop House at Mystic Lake Casino. Don't miss a minute of the action on the giant wall TV displays. Enjoy the best seats, food and beverages, trivia, and prize giveaways all game long, hosted by JG. The party kicks off at noon. All the details are at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
That's right. It's Power Trip Morning Show. Here we are at 6:46. We'll continue with What Really Matters. As Cory tells you what's going on in the world of sports, and I tell you things that you might actually care about.
That's what really matters.
Yeah, this stuff matters. Jags rookie Travis Hunter out for the rest of the season. He had surgery on his knee.
Yeah.
Expected to get back up and running within 6 months when it comes to full return to football activity. 6 months or so. He was the 2024 Heisman Trophy winner. 2nd overall pick this year. So the reason why he was the 2nd overall pick is because he's a freak, right? He plays both ways.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Tommy will be here tomorrow. He played in 7 games as a rookie for the Jacksonville Jaguars. How many tackles did cornerback Travis Hunter make?
3.
18.
4.
14.
Ooh, Parrish
7.
almost got it. 15.
Wow.
15 tackles.
Since you were quizzing, I thought it was going to be crazy low.
Sure, I mean,
I was going the other way. I thought he's been playing pretty well. Could remember.
How many interceptions did rookie cornerback Travis Hunter have?
0.
Yeah, it's 1?
2.
0 is the right answer.
Yeah, I was just changing it up.
How many wide
Going for
receiver
the win.
touchdowns did he have? Did rookie wide receiver Travis Hunter have?
1.
It's exactly 1.
Yeah, that's all I could remember.
And in 7 games, how many catches did Travis Hunter have for?
8.
10.
22.
That's closer. Yeah, 28.
Wow.
So like 4 a game.
Those are quiet catches.
Yeah.
So
He doesn't make a sound.
look, like we're preaching patience with JJ McCarthy. When you draft a guy 2nd overall, and the knock on doing that is, well, to do that, you have to consider him a top 5 caliber wide receiver or a top 5 caliber cornerback almost on its own. I mean, neither one of those stat lines is elite at either position.
And they gave up next year's first-round pick to get him as well.
Yep.
So they
They
gave
gambled.
up a ton. And, maybe he was going to find his stride on offense,
Yeah,
but
too early to tell.
you need to dominate one of those positions.
One of
to
the two
go
has to be dominant.
2nd overall.
Again, 7 games.
Yeah.
Just because you
7
can,
games is all he's played.
just because you can eat cookies for dinner, don't mean you should.
Yeah, I mean, Randy Moss dominated in game 1.
Yeah, but
Well,
he
yeah,
didn't play
those-
both ways. Is my point. Just
No.
because you're capable of doing it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
it
double
takes
the
time.
battle on your body.
You got to let these kids develop. And football's it's more difficult. There's not as many games, obviously, and it's such a must-win sport every single week. That like you said, Hawk, before, it feels like these young guys don't really get given a true opportunity. Like you have to show up, like because of. You look at these superstars, they're like, "Why Randy Moss did?" Well, Randy Moss was top 2 wide receiver of all time.
Top 1.
Yeah.
Top 1.
I
He's the
went
best.
top 1.
The best.
Okay, I know we
He
say
played
that,
with
but I think
70
the
quarterbacks.
rest of the world might say Jerry Rice.
What really matters? Oh, no, you're right. I get it.
Yeah.
We get it. Patience. Now I feel like Guns N' Roses. What really matters is this.
Start whistling, baby.
Sauce.
What?
You paying attention?
Yeah.
He said start whistling.
I think that's the lyrics of the
No, I
Patience
know, but he
song.
wants you to start whistling.
Actually, the whistles. Yeah, never mind.
Wow, that was
That
bad
was like
whistling.
the Wild
I don't
West
whistle,
there.
whistle very well.
Was that the best you can do?
Probably.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Will you do it?
Ooh, what were you going to call
Yeah,
him?
see, that's better. The whistle
What
monster.
really matters? I thought I was Applebee's boy.
Yeah, you. Well,
What
that was
really
yesterday.
matters is this.
On this date in 1954, Ellis Island, the gateway to America, shut its doors for good after processing more than 12 million immigrants since opening in 1892.
And now, if you want to go to Ellis Island, it's about 2 blocks off the Las Vegas Strip. And I've heard people think it's a decent casino. I ain't going back there.
and
I'm not going that far off the
Parker
strip. Are you
Betts
nuts?
goes there because of the breakfast.
There's a
Ellis Island is like right behind Planet Hollywood.
It's right outside of where Tupac got shot.
Yeah, true story.
Yeah. Parker Betts goes
It's
every
like
time.
a block that way, like behind.
Buffalo
Yeah.
Wild Wings that way?
Exactly.
No
Just go
kidding.
back there like a block or two, and there's a little casino called
Yeah.
Ellis Island.
You guys got problems.
Great table limits.
See, look at Zachary.
Yeah, Zach
Zach's
goes.
gone to Ellis Island.
Yeah.
Man. Well, listen.
What a nice nod to history to have a casino named after Ellis Island.
Yeah, well,
It's pretty cool going there when you walk through.
the
and you think
casino?
The actual Ellis
The
Island.
actual Ellis
okay.
Island.
Okay.
And you think about the amount of people that came through, and you see the pictures, and you're actually in the building. You're like, this isn't that big, and there was a lot of people coming through back in the day.
God, Rosie was telling me
it
he
would have
went
been
to
a crazy time.
God, it wasn't Ellis Island. It sounded like that though. He said he went to it like a lot. What the hell was the name of that island? Not Ellis.
It started with an E.
God, my memory's so bad, dude.
Oh, boy.
Is it my turn? Mm-hmm. Gopher football is at number 9 Oregon on Friday. Are they still number 9 or did the rankings change yesterday? They were 9 last week. What are the Ducks at now?
They are 8.
8. The 8th ranked Oregon Ducks. Friday at 8 o'clock right here on the Fan. So we got a Friday Gopher game. It's one of the reasons why former Gopher quarterback Adam Weber will be here Friday morning. We'll talk about the Big Tilt Friday night, and he'll play initials. And $103,500 up for grabs Friday morning. But anyway, the Gophers are 6-3. The Ducks are 8-1 after the scare last week against Iowa. The Ducks are 25.5-point favorites on DraftKings. Over under is 43.5. If you want to just take the flat out money line, Oregon minus 2,800. The Gophers are plus 1,300. Yikes.
Yeah.
2,800 to win 100.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow. Yep.
I wonder if the same odds are at Ellis Island.
That could be real greasy.
Real greasy. What really matters, though, is this.
You know what's weird is I have no memory of this at all. An American Airlines flight out of John F. Kennedy Airport in New York on this date, November 12th of 2001, crashed into a Queens neighborhood after takeoff.
I remember
Zero
that.
memory
I remember
of that.
that.
Really?
Yep.
Killed 265 people. Now, again, November 12th, 2001.
Yep.
I have no memory of that.
No
I
memory
remember
of that.
Yep.
So people thought temporarily that it was
Absolutely.
terrorism
It was the same
again?
thing, yep.
Yeah, but it turned out to be a combination of pilot error and wind conditions. 265 people. And I have
Zero memory.
no memory of that.
Same.
Yep.
Wow.
Do you guys?
No, I
Reese?
do.
Yeah. I remember it. Yeah.
Because they assumed, obviously, being so close was like, oh my God.
It happened again, yeah.
Yep.
I
Wow.
was there and I don't remember that.
You were in that plane crash?
No.
You survived?
Well, yeah.
You were getting breakfast
I
in
am
Queens?
One tough SOB, let me tell you. Plane crashes are nothing.
Pilot was a little too hard on the rudder. That's what happened.
Is that really right?
Yeah.
Was it Dutch?
They were dealing with wind, and as you mentioned, Chris, and the guy, he went too hard on the rudder, and the whole damn thing came apart.
Had that happen before. Take her easy.
The Golden Gopher basketball team is at Missouri tonight at 7 o'clock. The Gophers are 2-0. Mizzou is 2-0. On DraftKings, Missouri's a 6.5 point favorite. The over-under is 156.5. Little perspective here. The favorites to win the NCAA title are Duke and Houston on DraftKings at 11-1. A lot of options, right?
Yeah.
So the favorites are 11-1. It's like a 9% chance of winning. What are the odds on DraftKings for the Minnesota Golden Gophers to win the title this year?
250 to
Yeah, that would have been my guess.
250 to 1.
300 to 1.
300 to 1. Chris, Zach.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, 31.
Oh, boy. Missouri is 200 to 1. The Gophers are 500 to 1.
greasy.
Yikes.
Yeah,
0.2%.
Yeah, greasy.
0.2. What really matters is this.
So I was reading more about this plane crash. As Flight 587 was in its final moments, Kevin McKeon was in his home on Queens Rockaway Peninsula. In an instant, his house virtually exploded. He was thrown out into his yard as the plane fell onto his house. But that's all it says in this story. So I looked it up to find out, well, did he live? Mm-hmm. He had just hugged his 5-year-old daughter, Shannon, was leaving the kitchen when a piece of the engine, 20 feet wide and 10 feet long, plunged through the living room. The next thing we knew, the walls were blowing off. The impact tossed him and his daughter back into his yard and his wife into their living room. A wing section ended up in the basement while the engine piece ripped through the back of his 3-story house and into the garage, which caught fire. The family survived.
Jeez. Wow. I mean, that's just, it's like Sandra Bullock going through those storms and gravity. It's like, how does that happen?
You know, you put that in a movie and people, like, the real story, and they're not going to believe that.
No harm, no foul. One of the worst lines in movie history.
Huck loves that movie.
I don't know why
everybody
you're so
did.
focused on
it's
it.
just the dumbest line ever.
I hate it so much.
I do hate it. It's just terrible, terrible writing.
Isn't it like 99%?
You are
no harm,
You're the Jerry
no
Seinfeld
foul.
in real life.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't date somebody with weird thumbs.
Let's get
That's why he won't date me.
Let's get morbid for a second. The craziest thing about what you just said is if you're in a plane and it's going down, even if it's just right after takeoff, like it sounds like this might have been, you have, I don't know, 20 seconds, 30 seconds to go, oh, I'm in giant trouble, right?
Yeah.
You have 30 seconds to go, my life's over. Like, I'm not going to survive this. And your, quote, life flashes before your eyes, and you know those are the last 30 seconds you're probably ever going to have. Absolute maximum level terror for 30 seconds. Ugh. If you're sitting in your living room hugging your kid and a plane falls on your house, you have 0 seconds of terror because you have no idea that's even a threat because it just lands on your house.
It's over well before the time you realize what happened.
You have no chance of even contemplating what's occurring. It's over.
Well you're said, wondering why you're on your back in your yard.
God, I've had that so many times.
Well, you and my dad were role playing.
Yeah, right.
I mean, man, there's no way we can ask her, but I got to feel like this is exactly what the Wicked Witch of the East thought.
Yeah. Like
He's like, I'm just walking around, effing around with the munchkins, probably bullying them.
yeah, making love with a monkey.
And a goddamn house drops on me. Paul, your hands up.
Wicked Witch of the West Woodhawk.
No, East. I'm talking about the East.
Yeah, that one, Woody.
She was a lovely lady.
I never saw her. I just saw her feet. I mean, I don't know if Chris is into feet or not.
Well, if you saw Wicked, you know that she was Elphaba's little sister.
And?
She had some physical impairments, but she was a beautiful young lady. And so, yes, absolutely.
He's into socks.
Yeah.
I mean,
the high socks.
Yeah. I feel like it drives him crazy.
Yeah.
See?
Man.
That's a fun slot machine.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah.
You got trouble, brother.
Yeah, right here.
You're like
gonna text
24
me.
hours away. You got the itch.
Yeah. You text me anytime. Let me know when you need to talk.
Have you been doing workouts, just doing the power bombing?
Yeah, that's actually the ATM machine that he's punching, right? Like
You forget, Chris knows the path, and this is a
look over
Jedi
here.
Padawan kind of a situation.
This is where you're going to end up.
He knows the signs, and even though you won a couple weeks ago, when you were like, it was real bad.
Yeah.
And I go, you have a problem, and then you said, not anymore.
Not anymore, I don't.
That is.
Yep.
The good news is
this is your origin story.
It's my favorite trip of the year.
And Tim has a ton of self-control. So he'll be able...
Yeah.
He'll be able to...
Is he busy for the rest of my life?
We're talking about Tim here at the same time?
Exactly. He'll be... That's the problem is he lands there well before anyone gets there. He is going to be... He's going to have just lint in his pockets by the time we land.
Yeah, and he has self-control.
Yeah, that's
what
I was being facetious.
No,
yeah.
I thought you were being serious. I was like,
no,
okay,
you've met the man.
Well, I thought maybe
he
like you were...
fornicates with slot machines.
I've seen it.
He's texting me slot videos right now.
Sometimes the tilt warning goes on there and it shuts off.
Kriesel, can you do me a favor over the weekend?
Yeah.
No context. I don't need the story. I don't need to know why he said it. Could you just text the group random sauce quotes?
Sure.
Yes,
because whether it's going well or bad, well, we know some of the things he's going to say if it's bad, like this place is a sea palace. I've heard him say that at a casino.
I will.
I don't need the story, just the quote, and we can all guess why he said it.
Okay.
Deal?
Deal.
Here's another thing I'd like you to do. Put a little Apple Pod tracker in his shoe or something like that. Because when he says, I'm going to bed, he ain't going to bed. We both know that trouble.
No, he's going to bet.
He's going to a different casino to get away
He's
from
going
you
to Ellis
unlucky sons
Island.
of bitches.
No. They got slots at Ellis Island?
Yeah.
He doesn't leave our side.
Just remember this. Little Lionel needs to go to college someday, okay?
Yeah, no,
someday.
I'm good. I think I've literally only gone to the ATM once, and I was pissed and tilted about 3 years ago.
What was
Who
her
are you
name?
lying to over there?
No, I'm dead serious.
Kelly's listening.
know,
We
yeah.
get
No,
it.
I know,
No, I
but
get it.
He doesn't go to
Hello?
the ATM. He doesn't
don't.
bet over his wins.
Oh, I see a group text.
Yep. Here's the lady behind the counter.
If your flight gets canceled, just stay there forever.
Oh.
That's what your wife said.
Oh, God. Sauce is going to get back next week, and we're going to have to throw another diaper party here at the office.
I think we're going to have to throw an intervention. I think is what we're
Hello.
Hi.
The news is next with Chris. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.